teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. First down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, we're early in this game, but I got a feeling this is not going to be the last time we see that screen. I mean, it worked perfectly here, and they get a first down. Now, it's about confusing the defense when you see that same formation to get them looking for it again.
Completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Designed quarterback run. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. They go with a direct snap.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on 4th down. Here's the opening drive. 4th down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up. And they're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
The Ducks begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Early, offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The short completion of the tight end. Oh, he scooped up. Offense still has it on the run.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? It's a shotgun run call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. You get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And the ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. But what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds an open target on the left side. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Tight end goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
drive goes in motion. Someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a fourth down completion. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. With the first down from the 17, more comfortable position for this offense now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. He takes it at the 40. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The opening play of the drive, they begin at their own 45-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. First and 10 now for the offense. Single back, takes the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, second and 1. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Defense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up there. Great play and full down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. He'll hand it off. Look out, room to run here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wrapped down the middle. It's Harper. He'll be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush gets home.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
the sack. Second and very long. Looking for a man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking deep again. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. And it's likely they'll take one last shot here before halftime. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the 2nd half and jump on top. The pocket breaking down. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receiver in motion now. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Look out. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw here. Slides the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it again. He lets it rip. He's got a man down the middle. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
He'll hand it off. Has a pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish, to put them on top now. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big...
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense team. Make something happen. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Toss play, back heads to his right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. First play of the drive now, the begin of the 41. On 1st down, it's play action. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. The offense with some pre-snap motion. It's a run. Running back's got it. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
The defense was definitely not expecting the run here on this 3rd down, Chris, and it allowed the back to hit the hole with little resistance. You can't get away with that every time, but it paid off here.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Throws out to stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tail end, and it's caught. Put him up for first down yardage.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Here comes a handoff. Running with the pace. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. And the wideout goes in motion. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. The play fake on 1st down. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They're trying to sneak it for the first. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It's like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, we're going for the touchdown. He keeps it on the design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a score by this offense. And the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Working clock with the ground game. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? And they'll use the ground game here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And now the handoff. Puts into space at the 50. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback will take a knee.